Hi, my name's Ruan and this is my channel, The Yorkshire Sew Girl. It feels really weird saying that because I've been doing Vlogmas for so long and I've just been kind of being like, hey up, you alright? But I thought I would do a normal video for you after Christmas. I don't know when this will get uploaded by the time I've actually got to edit it, etc. But for me right now, it's actually Christmas Eve. So I'm wearing the same clothes that I was wearing on day 24 of Vlogmas because it is Christmas Eve for me right now, but it won't be for you guys. So I hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas, potentially New Year, depending on when this goes out. But I hope you've all had a very restful time. I thought, though, I would come on and talk to you about what my plans are going to be. Now, I don't have any specifics of these are going to be my plans for January or anything like that, but I thought it'd be really good to kind of talk you through some ideas of what I've got going on, and I've got everything laid out here and it's a right big mess, but you can't see it because I want to show you each individual thing that I'm hoping to make. So should we start off with number one, and that is the Bestie Bag by BF Patterns. Now I know you'll have heard about this from pretty much every vlogger at the moment because everybody's made it. I have made one and I love it, and I have made mine already out of this fabric, which was a remnant of my coat that I made, and this is the Fabric Godmother puffer jacket fabric, so it's got the layer of wadding in between and I absolutely love it. I mean, I do wear it with my matching coat, and if it's a bit extra I don't care because it's animal print, so I'm there for it. But I want to make 3 more Bestie Bags for now. I mean, I want to make a lot more because I want to gift them to other people as well. But every January I go away for a hot tub weekend with some of my friends, 3 of my other friends, and we go every single year. And I didn't make them anything, I don't think, last year, but the year before I made them all a page hoodie. So I'd like to make them something for this year, but I just don't know if I'm gonna have enough time. But the Bestie Bag does come together pretty quickly. So I'll be popping some pictures in, but you'll be able to see it's kind of like a banana shaped bag basically. And it's a crossbody bag and it is just fabulous. I love mine and I wear it all the time, and you can actually shove loads in it. I've made the medium size, but it does come in a large as well, I think. But the medium for me is plenty big. I mean, maybe a large would be really good if you were like a new mum and you wanted to stash more things, or, you know, if you've got young kiddies, toddlers, that sort of thing, might be quite handy to do the larger one. I've not seen anybody make the larger one, actually. It'd be quite interesting to see the proportions on a body, but for me, the medium size is fine. So I've actually already got one cut up. I know, right? I've got one cut up in a remnant that I had, which was just a plain black denim. I made my Kea pinafore dress out of this, and it is a little bit stretchy, but I'm going to interface all of it. So I've got one in black denim. I thought, because I've still got plenty left of this, that I could make another one in this. I'm hoping one of my friends would be brave enough to to wear this. So I'm going to make one in this fabric. And then recently I had some denim delivered as a remnant free from the lovely Rainbow Fabrics. They were doing a sale. I will put the details of it down below for you, just in case they're still doing it and it's still valid by the time this video goes up. But yeah, you can use my code and everything to go through and get 60% off their stock online. And also they were sending out a remnant from 5 different categories completely free. You got to choose that. So this was the remnant that was sent to me, and it's like a dark charcoaly black. It's coming up a lot lighter on there. It's actually darker in real life denim, and I was thinking that would be really nice as well as a neutral. So I need to get this washed because a lot of people have said to me, be careful with dark denim because it does it can mark your clothes. So I'm thinking one in the black denim, one in this like dark charcoaly black denim, and one in the leopard print maybe. And it feels really good because you're kind of using up fabrics that you've got. Obviously I'm using a remnant for the black one and my remnant from my coat for the other one, and then just using cotton for linings from inside my stash. So it's kind of like a win-win. And all 3 of them will go with black webbing, of which I got quite a lot of at the Knitting and Stitching show. So I'm actually really looking forward to making those up. I also bought a pack of 6 zips off Amazon because they only did packs of 6 when I was actually doing my own Bestie Bag. So I've got plenty of zips as well that are all the right size. So check me out. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. So that's number one. Number two is completely inappropriate for the season, but I don't care. And I'm going to be making the Pannini Pleated Blouse by So Like Patterns. As soon as this came out, I absolutely loved it. And I've been looking for a fabric that I thought would be appropriate for it. I've got some fabrics in my stash, but nothing that kind of sang to me as I want to make this blouse out of that, until I went to Jenny Stitches and saw this cotton. I just fell in love with it. And it's not necessarily me, but you know when you just love something so much, and I thought this would hold a pleat really nicely as well. So this blouse, as you can see from the photos that I'm popping up, has got a yoke, a collar, and it's pleated all the way across the front and all the way across the back, and I love it. There's two different options of sleeves as well. There's a short sleeve and there's also a long sleeve that's got pleats on the sleeve as well. So I suppose you could kind of do it for this time of year for us here in the UK, but I'm going to do the short sleeve version, I think. But I absolutely love it. I love everything about it, and I think it'd be really good for someone like myself who doesn't like her tummy to be shown much, doesn't like necessarily really tight fitted things. I think it would just skim over everything that I wanted to skim over, and I think it'd be really nice and bright for the first, you know, couple of months of the year. So yeah, this fabric is just, it's just stunning. So it's got like a white background, and then it's got, you know, like sometimes some of them they're either pastel or they're like deeper colours. Now my colours, when I have my colours done, should be deeper colours because I'm deep and I'm warm. And pastels, no matter how much I love them to look at, don't necessarily look that good on me. So had this been all pastels, I might have gone past it. But I really like this deep forest green, which is definitely one of my colours, I think you'll agree. And it's also got like this cobalty blue, this really rich warm red. So if you can see, it's not all pastel colours. So I think I'm going to be able to get away with it. And yeah, I just loved it. And especially this kind of like mustardy colour as well as in my colours. So there's elements of that are in my colours. So I think I'm going to get away with that. I don't want to make it, it looks like it might be a bit oversized. I need to have a look at the sizing. But I don't want it to be too oversized because I don't want it to be too swingy with the pleats. So I just need to have a think about what I'm doing with that. Now, Claire from Love Red Sews, who has also got a channel, if I remember, we'll try and pop a link to her in the description box below. She has made it as well in a beautiful cotton fabric. And I'm quite glad that she made it before me because I think she made an error on it. She sewed some of the pleats down at the bottom. So she messaged me and said, don't do that. I was like, right, I'll learn from your mistake. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, she still looked amazing in it. So I'm hoping this is going to be a really nice make as well. So that is number 2. Number 3 is something that you've probably seen all over Instagram if you're on there already, and that is the Drew by Tilly and the Buttons. Now I really like this pattern. I just don't know if it's really gonna like me. Reason for that is I've made a couple of raglan sweater tops before and they've never really suited me particularly. However, I've also made the Rydal jumpsuit by Izzo Sew Studios, which is also raglan, and I really liked it. So maybe I just need to experiment a bit more, and I thought this pattern would be perfect for it. And I love the idea of colour blocking it. I've seen some beautiful versions of it out there. Number 1 obviously is my gorgeous Tamlin, who made it in like all different coloured velours. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Now I've studied it in great detail. You can make this jumper plain and simple, all the same fabric. You can do literally whatever you want. The other thing that I really like is when people have used a base colour and then they've done the whole sleeve in a fabric. So confident we're selling kits that had sequined sleeves, and that was something that I wanted to do last year for Christmas and never got round to. And I have got some black French terry and I have got some sequins, so maybe that should be something I should have done for Christmas this year, but never mind, never got round to it. But I bought this fabric from Stitch and Ink as soon as I saw it go on, and it's an alpine fleece like sweatshirting, and it's absolutely beautiful. But it's got stretch this way but not this way, so it's only 2-way stretch. But this is what's on the back of it, and I absolutely love this. But I really fancy giving colour blocking a go. Now what I thought I might do is take this along with me when I go to Plateau. Now, I don't know if they'll be opening the shop at first for fabrics when I go to Plateau. If not, I'm going to cut a little bit of this off and give it to my gorgeous friend Tamlin and ask her if she'd do some work for me in matching this up with some colours. I've had a look online and had a look at all the beautiful versions of it out there on Instagram, and I think I've decided that I don't want to just do this and one other colour. I think I want to do quite a few different colours. So I'm thinking about maybe going with black and like this cream here and then this beigey colour as well. So that I've got options for all the bits in the sleeve, etc. because I just think that would be really nice. Someone said to me when I mentioned this fabric, when I first talked about it on a vlog, go out of your comfort zone and don't just do black with it. Try and do it with some caramels and stuff like that. I thought, do you know what? I think I'm going to do that. So it was a very nice comment to make, whoever it was. Thank you very much, because I have taken it on board. And I think what I'll probably do is just do black ribbing around the top and maybe just the odd black accent, but the rest of it may be paler. I'm not sure yet. I want to have a play around with that. But yeah, the ones that I like the most on Instagram are the ones that have got more than 2 colours. So I just need to be very cognizant of that, because it's got like a panel as well that goes over here on the sleeve. And then some people have put different on the back. Then you've got a bit here and a bit at the bottom. So there's just loads and loads and loads of scope on this one. So I want to have a really good play around. And the other thing that they've done, tilling the buttons, is they've got a printable sheet of paper. You can print it out and it's got the template of the jumper on there, so the line drawing. And you can go in and actually kind of colour in the colours that you want. And I think that's what I'm going to do, because I want to make sure that I don't waste this fabric. The other thing I thought is, if I make one in this fabric, because I think I've got 2 meters of this, or 1.5, and I don't use that much of it on one, then maybe I could do another one as well, and I could have 2 Drew jumpers with this fabric in it. Is that too much? Never. Don't be silly. Of course it's not too much. Right, before we go on any further, I do want to talk to you about the sponsors of this video, and that is Skillshare. So, if you don't know who Skillshare are, they are the largest online learning community for creatives. They offer thousands of creative classes across countless categories, ranging all the way from beginner to advanced. Skillshare classes are taught by industry experts excited to share their tools, techniques and professional journeys with members. And it's an on-demand platform, and it's got stackable lessons so members can learn at their own pace, no matter the skill level. So if you want to learn something new, or you want to develop your skills in loads of different subjects, from, I don't know, drawing, filmmaking, marketing, dressmaking, productivity, there's so many on there. There is something for everyone. And I thought what I'd do is I'd just talk to you about a few things, because obviously for me, it's Christmas Eve today. And in between Christmas and New Year, I don't have an awful lot on. Yes. So I've been having a look through, because I've got Skillshare as an app as well on my phone, and I've been having a look over the Christmas period at some of the things that I might like to do. And I've got them all saved in my account, and there's so many of them, because every time I go into the app, there's new recommendations as well. So there's obviously a lot of new classes going up all the time. So there's lots of fresh things for people to do. And it's not necessarily just sewing. There are sewing classes, there's craft classes, but then there's all sorts of others as well. So I've got 3 that I've just saved in recently, which I thought I'd talk to you about. So the first one is by Kate Horodisky, and she's got a course which is called Apps You Need to Create Amazing Instagram Stories. And I'm really interested in this because I'm not very good at Instagram. I'm not very creative in that way, and I'd love, when I see other people's Instagram stories and they all look really beautiful and really well presented, I'm like, oh, I want to do that. But I always feel like it's going to be too much of a hassle. So I want to find a quick and easy way of kind of elevating what I do on Instagram. The second one is by April Jackson, and that is All You Need to Know About Pant Hems. I can't remember if I mentioned this in my last one actually about Skillshare, but they have got on this course all the different ways that you can hem your, we call them here in England, trousers, and I want to have a look at that. Now, obviously, my lovely Rachel from Stitched Up has recently done a blind hem tutorial, which was one of the main things that I wanted to have a look at. But it looks like there's loads of different techniques for different style of trousers as well with this course, so I want to have a really good look at that. And the third one I wanted to have a look at was block printing and sewing a drawstring gift bag by our lovely Tammy from Tammy Handmade. So I didn't realise she's actually a tutor on Skillshare as well. She's got a few courses on there, and when I spotted her, it sparked my interest. So I really want to go over and have a look at some of her stuff as well that she's got over there. So if you are interested, they are offering the first 500 people who use the link in the description box below a free month's trial of Skillshare. So I will pop all of the information. I would love for you to go and check it out. I would highly recommend it. And thank you again, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Right, number 4 is the Jara Sweater by Nielson. Now, I've made loads of these, and I've made loads for my mum. One for her Christmas present. I tend to do one every year for a Christmas present, but I'm going to make her another one because she loves them and she wears them all the time. And she is off to New Zealand and it's going to be lovely weather over there. But I thought I would like to try and make her like quite a thin one this time, because she loves like the alpine fleece backed ones, you know, all the fluffy stuff on the inside. But I thought she might want something just for an evening if it's a little bit cooler. I like a thinner fabric. Now, with the Nielson Jarrah, I'll be putting some pictures up. You've got so much scope with this pattern. It's a fantastic pattern. I've only made 2 versions. Every one that I've made has had the scooped hem with the drop hem at the back. But I have made 2 of the sleeves, one with the cuff and one with the split sleeve, which I really like. But I think for myself next time I'm going to try a couple of the others. But for my mum, she just loves the dropped hem scoop one with the proper cuffed sleeve, and I'm going to make her it in this amazing fabric. How beautiful is this? So this is an exclusive design by Rachel Parker for Beyond the Pink Door, and it is a French terry. I'll show you the inside, but it's a brushed French terry, but it's not super thick, not like the alpine fleece stuff. And it's absolutely beautiful. Even the selvage is just beautiful. And I've got this in 2 colours. I've got it in the black background and I've also got it in this white background. And I gave my mum the choice as to which she would prefer. And she said the white one. So I'm thinking about making her a Jarrah in this, which I think will give quite a different look to her other ones that have all had the alpine fleece. Because this is just a fleece back French terry. And I just think with the light colours as well, it'd be really nice for her while she's away. So I think that is going to be number 4 make. Now, this is probably going to have to go up the priority list if she wants this for when she goes away. So I'll ask her that question, because the Jarrah takes no time at all to make, I have to admit. And because I've got her size and everything cut out already in the paper pattern pieces, I wouldn't need to do too much work other than literally cut it out, sew it up. So that is number 4. Right, number 5 is this one, and I want to get onto this sooner rather than later. Mind you, I'm saying that about all of them, isn't it? And I've talked about this on my Vlogmas, but for anybody who doesn't do Vlogmas, this is Adam Sew's Caddy. It's the maker's Caddy, and what I love about this is it's very similar to the Caddy that I've already got, but it's supposed to be a much simpler construction, which we all need, don't we? So Adam has put together like a kit for me. I love him so much. I contacted him separately and said, I don't suppose you could put this together for me? And he was like, yes, of course I can. So I will pop Adam's details as well in the description box below so that you can go and check him out. He's got some fantastic patterns and he's got fantastic makes on his website. So if you can't be bothered to make one, then he'll make one for you, you know what I mean? But yes, I've got a little box here with all of the goodies. So if you haven't seen this on my Vlogmas already, excuse the rustling, these are the fabrics that I have got, and it's kind of a black and white theme with bits of bright neon. Oh, I just love that one. Look at that. So there's that one. There's the zebras with the little neon bums. We've got this one here, which is all different colours. I just love it. And then quite a bit of this one here, which has got all the animals on it, and it's almost like a pale mint colour. It's absolutely beautiful. So he's cut all the pieces like roughly to size, not completely, but just so that I know which ones are which. And then I've got all of my wadding and foam. I've got loads of accessories. I've got all of my hardware here, some beautiful ribbons to use to adorn it. I've got the plasticky stuff technical term, because I don't know what it's called. Perspex? No, something or other. To go in the bag, I've got the mesh to go in the bag. Look at these colours. I mean, it's just insane. And then I've got things like the beautiful binding. Look at that. I mean, how insane is this going to look? I've got multicoloured striped zips. Can you see how excited I am? And we've also got lime green webbing. I mean, can you see why I want to make this sooner rather than later? So I need to try and prioritise, don't I? I need to try and prioritise out of all of these things. But that's the other thing. And there's one other thing I want to make, but I haven't got the fabric out, so just bear with me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I want to make another Lotta dress by Tilly and the Buttons. Now, I've made this dress twice, once many years ago, and then I forgot all about it, and then I saw the lovely Bex from What Bex Sews wearing one, and it just made me remember how lovely it was. But the one that I made quite a few years ago is way too small for me. So I made a new one in a beautiful cobalt blue, and I wear it to work all the time, and I love it. I love wearing it. It's the comfiest thing ever. It looks put together. Every time I wear it, someone goes, oh, you look nice. So I'm like, I'm going to make another one. And it's such a quick sew as well. Again, I've already got the pattern, already cut out the paper pieces. I just need to cut out the fabric and sew it up. And I was thinking about different fabrics, because you can make this in knitted fabric and you can make it in viscose, crepe, any type of woven. And I was trying to think of a fabric, because fabric choice is really important, isn't it? As to what I would wear quite a lot. And because the cobalt blue one suits me so much, I was kind of thinking I would like a darkish coloured one, but with pops of colour. So I've gone for this one. I love this so much. This is a fabric from the most recent Beyond the Pink Door Think Pink box. And it is absolutely beautiful. So it's still got the cobalt blue in it, but it's also got my other favourites, which is pink and red, pink and red. And it's on this gorgeous striking black background. And I think a Lotta dress in this would be beautiful. I think I could wear it in the winter with my Bertha cardigan in black. And then in the summer, I could wear it with just some nice sandals and bare legs, you know, that type of thing. So what do we think? So some of these patterns and my makes are quite simple makes. So the Bestie Bag, the Jara Sweater, the Drew and the Lotta, I think they're pretty simple makes, aren't they? But I've thrown a couple in there that'll take a bit longer. So Adam's Caddy and also the Pannini pleated shirt, because that won't be a super quick make. So I've got a nice variety here. I just need to decide which ones I'm going to make first, which ones are my priority. And I think that has to probably be my mum's jumper and the Bestie Bags ready. And then after that, I can kind of get on to making stuff for myself. But the Caddy may win. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, I'm going to sign off from now. I hope you've liked my plans. Do let me know in the comment section down below if you like them, if you've made any of them before, if you've got any hints and tips, please let me know. I love hearing from you. If you've liked this video, please do give me a thumbs up. It really does help. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe and join me on my sewing journey. So all that's left to say is take care, everybody. I hope you're really well, and I will see you again very soon.